Hello there! It's Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Guess what I have in this mug? And here's a hint. It's not my coffee. I feel like singing today because I got a cup full of glitter! Woo! This glitter is from Paper Mart, and Paper Mart is a sponsor of today's video. You can check them out online at www.papermart.com, and they have glitter! They've got lots of great stuff there too, but one of the awesome things they have is a fabulous selection of glitter, 99 cents a piece. And today we're gonna glitter it just a little bit. I wanna see you glitter it just a little bit. Woo! We've got a lot of glitter. You know, and I've only had my normal amount of coffee today. Isn't that crazy? Let's get on with the glittering, okay? Let's go to the table and check it out. Woo! Hey there, folks. We are playing with glitter today. I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful glitter paint. Isn't it pretty? It's almost iridescent when I shake it up. Can you get a look at how bodaciously awesome this glitter paint is? It's so much fun. And what I love is this glitter, and you can get it from papermart.com, and they're 99 cents a bottle. Isn't it? Look at the size of this bottle of glitter. It's awesome. It's really fine. I know you can get some glitter at the dollar store, but it's really chunky. This is really, really super fine glitter, and it's great for making glitter paint. We're going to make some glitter paint today. It's so exciting. So first, what you want to do is take some of your beautiful glitter, and you'll open it up and you'll see it's got a lovely little shaker, which is just perfect if you're going to sprinkle it on a project, but we want to dump a bunch into our little containers, which are also from Paper Mart. They're not very expensive. I don't know the exact price on the containers. I think they're about 30 cents, somewhere around there. They have a lot of containers to choose from, so if you prefer a different shape, you can do that. But I've got about 1/4 of an inch of glitter in there. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This is Future Floor Wax. If you go looking for it in the grocery store or department store, you'll see that it says Pledge Future on it now. It used to say Future back in the day, but if you're looking for it now, this is what it looks like. If you're a polymer clay artist, I'm sure you've used this for something. What I'm going to do is just squeeze some of that in there, probably about 1/2 an inch worth of stuff, maybe between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch of Future Floor Wax. Now, if I want to leave it like that, I can. I'll give it a little shake and you'll see how gorgeous it is. Now, that would just be if I want to make a glaze with just a little bit of shine on it. Let's say I've got a piece of polymer clay and I want to varnish it. I'll get a paintbrush and I can just dip it right in there. You'll want to give it a shake before you use it each time to stir up that goodness. And I can just give it a little coating of shine there. I could even actually probably just dip it in there. And that's very pretty. Here are some that I glazed earlier, and the Future gives it a nice shine, and the glitter gives it a nice glaze. Now let's say that I actually want it to have a little bit of color to the glaze. Well, then I could simply tint the mixture here with, I'm going to use reinker. If you don't have reinker, you could use food coloring. You could use acrylic paint, but I will tell you, if you use acrylic paint, you want to be careful because you might end up kind of making it too opaque so the glitter doesn't show anymore. Let me give this a shake here, and then you can see it's just got a little bit more color. And if I just kind of paint a swatch of it on a scrap paper, I just used 1 little drop of Tempting Turquoise, Stampin' Up! Reinker. You can see it's just got a really pretty subtle sheen, and you know, that would be pretty painted over a picture frame or something like that, or even on a scrapbook page. Just make sure you give it a chance to dry. It's just a really nice way to add a little shimmer and bling to some chipboard or a scrapbook page or a picture frame or whatever you want to add it to. It's very versatile. Again, if you use acrylic paint, it'll absolutely work. Try to keep with the brighter colors, and if you want a light tint like this, just use a tiny little bit because you don't want it to make your paint opaque. Well, you're probably thinking, okay, this is great, Lindsay. What am I going to do? What am I going to use it for? Well, let me tell you. I'm going to show you, let me show you, these are some glittered boots that belong to my daughter, and you can see these are pretty shabby. I hope you can see on the video that there is parts where the glitter is just completely rubbed off. These aren't very old, they're only like a month old, but if you have glitter shoes or you have kids with glitter shoes, you know the glitter just rubs off. And here is one I've re-glittered that it's not dry yet. I just re-glittered it just to double check that it worked. And look how pretty that is, and that is simply the Future Floor Wax mixed with the black glitter from Paper Mart, and I'm going to mix some more up and show you exactly how you apply that. So here's a little pot that I was using. I'm going to dump in glitter just like I was before. I'm going to keep it pretty thick. I'm going to put in some of my Future Floor Wax. Now, I generally don't work from the big bottle, but I wanted you to see what the big bottle looked like. What I usually do is just decant it into a smaller container, just like the ones they sell at Paper Mart, just to a little travel size container. And then using a brush to kind of stir it up. You've got more of a paste here. See, it's a little bit thicker if you're covering a shoe, if you want to re-glitter something. The nice thing about the Future Floor Wax is that it is going to seal in the glitter. I'd actually use a bigger brush. I used a bigger brush on the other one, but I left that on the other side of my craft room and I can't reach it. I don't want to make you wait around for me to go fetch it. And I'm working on one of those Dollar Tree cutting mats so I can wipe up my mess when I'm done. And you simply just go around and coat that boot up with your glitter paint. Isn't that fun? Now, of course, there's lots of things you can do with glitter. And, you know, I'm going to finish this later because I did show you what it looks like when it's all done. I'll show you one more time because it doesn't look that shiny until it starts to dry. So let me just show you again what the finished boot looks like. Das Boot. Das Glitter Boot. Fun, fun. Isn't that awesome? I think, you know, I got a pair of Doc Martens upstairs of my own that I think could benefit from a coating of black glitter. I think I might have to do that. Then I'll be the chick that runs around town with the black glitter boots. Probably the only adult with black glitter boots out there. And you can see that black is really strong, even without any color in there. It's really, really, really thick and dark. So I'm going to cover that up so that I don't spill it. Now you can, of course, do your paint, just glitter and Future Floor Wax to make your sheer paint, add re-inker to it to make a colored paint. I'm not going to do that for all my colors right now because it'll bore you out of your minds to watch that. But what I am going to show you how to do is a glitter technique. And let me wipe, get a baby wipe here. I like to keep these handy because I make a lot of messes. Let me wipe off my mat here. And I'm going to show you a technique. Now, I showed you a technique on a few videos back on the glitter sheet stamping. And this would be an example of that. And I did use Paper Mart glitter on this. And what I did, and you can refer to the other video, the glitter sheet video, if you want to. It's probably a few videos back on my YouTube channel. And basically, I stamped my fairy. I put down a sheet of score tape adhesive. And I sprinkled it with glitter, burnished it down good, and then I colored it with my permanent markers. And you see, it's got a really pretty glitz. It's just, you know, it's lovely. And then I thought, well, you know, that adhesive sheets, they're kind of hard to find. So then I thought, well, I wonder if I can use a glue pad to adhere my glitter. And that's what I did here. And then I added some clear embossing powder to kind of seal it in and heated it up again. And then I colored over it. But I had a hard time blending. And it's like I didn't quite get as much glitter coverage as I had with the other method. And it seemed like wherever I colored, it was less glittery looking. So then I came up with another method, which I'm going to show you here today. I stamped my image, and then I colored it, and then I added the glue pad and the glitter. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Well, I just explained it, so it's not like I really need to show you, but what the heck, it's a video. Why not? That's pretty much my theory when I'm making videos. Oh, what the heck, it's a video. You don't have to watch it. You don't like it, don't look. I'm inking this up with Memento Black because my permanent markers will not smudge. And let me give you a tip here. When you're stamping, okay, first of all, using a clear stamp, this is one of these dollar stamps from Ink and Inkadoo. The first thing you want to do is take a fine emery board and buff over it. And that's going to make the ink stick to it better. People say use an eraser. I say use a fine emery board. It seems to work better and you don't have to do it again. Once you do it, it's done. It scuffs it up just enough for the ink to take. Now here I've got a beautiful image, and this is, again, a cheap dollar stamp by Ink and Inkadoo. I have nothing against Ink and Inkadoo. I mean, cheap, I mean, it's inexpensive, and it's also made with cheaper materials. Please, I don't want emails from Ink and Inkadoo saying that I said their stamps were cheap. And then I'm just going to stamp this little bone underneath. And, you know, give it a chance. When you press down your stamp, give it a chance for the ink to transfer from the stamp onto the paper. You know, just stamp and that's it. No, don't do that. Give it a chance. Okay, where were we? My phone rang. I totally lost my train of thought. What's new? All right, so we've stamped our image, and you know, I'm going to heat set it real quick. Generally, I don't need to do that. I'll usually just stamp a bunch of things and then start coloring. By the time I get back to my first thing I stamped, it's plenty dry. I'm going to color this with some permanent markers. And I'm just going to do it pretty quickly because I want to get to the fun stuff through the glitter. The thing about using the adhesive sheets, which is a really great technique, but if you stamp on the paper first, then it does kind of haze up a little bit. You don't see your image as crisp because you have that film of adhesive that you're going through, and that it's kind of cellophane that it's on or whatever. It does kind of cloud things a bit. And I've tried stamping on top of the glitter on that technique, but I find that the ink wants to always smudge and get into my markers, and so then you have to end up embossing it anyway. So if you're going to emboss it anyway, you might as well just do this technique and save yourself the expense of using the glitter sheet. And I think this is a little bit quicker too, actually. Both ways are fun though, don't get me wrong. And then if I want, I can add some little doodles like I did on the other one. Just for fun. Express yourself, get artsy and creative, little Zentangly, whatever. Fun, 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 fun. Maybe a little pink in there. Fuchsia is a happy color. Let's maybe put some hearts in there. Why not? Skulls and hearts. Yay! Glitter is fun. Glitter is fun. Sing the glitter song with me. Alright, let's call that good. Now, this glue pad. I am not a fan of glue pads. But, sometimes you gotta go over to the dark side, I guess. So I am really, 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 really pushing this glue pad down because otherwise the glue won't make it onto my lovely image. I've never really been happy with any glue pad I've tried. This is the palette glue pad. It seems to be the best of a bad situation. And it says on the back of the glue pad to heat this for a few seconds so it's tacky. I will do that. Alrighty. And now I'm going to use my sheer glitter. I'm just going to... The nice thing about the shaker on this, I do notice that it doesn't let too much extra glitter fall, so I don't waste a bunch, which is nice because I don't have to pour it back into the container again. And I just want to give it a nice even coating. And I'm going to pour that right back on there. And kind of shake it all around. Do the hokey pokey, shake yourself about. That's what it's all about. I totally messed up the lyrics to hokey pokey. And now I'm going to dump on a little bit of my clear embossing powder, which I will not pour back into the jar when I'm done, or back in my container because it will be tainted with glitter. Best way to be tainted, don't you think? Alright, so now I've got a nice good coating of glitter and embossing powder. So I'm going to heat this baby up. Alright, you don't want to overheat it because you might scorch and overheat it and then it might seep into the paper, but there we have a nice shiny glitter glossy panel. So that's just another way you can do the glitter sheet technique. It's quick enough that you could do a batch of Halloween cards like this, or Christmas, you know, obviously with different stamps, or maybe with this stamp, I don't know, whatever floats your boat, right? So there you go, glitter in a nutshell. There's so much fun things you can do with glitter. Yay, glitter! Let's hear it for glitter! Woohoo! Again, today's video has been brought to you by Paper Mart. You can check them out online at www.papermart.com, where we make you look even better. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting! Break out the glitter! Woo!